Hello everyone, my name's Bottletophornet and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We are up at the farm area that holds our, Enderman, that holds our starter base, and we're going to do some stuff up on this hill today. What I would like to do is set up some big fields for growing crops. That little one that we made to start off with over here is okay, and it's a nice size one for, say, getting ourselves some food when we need to, or some basic goods to breed our animals. But when it comes to doing large amounts of trading, or just in general having a nice aesthetic going, I think I want to go a little bit more serious with the wheat fields and some other stuff as well. Now, I want it to be visible from down there, which may mean that from about that point there, I want to slowly grade it and potentially get rid of that hump that's on the edge of the hill. If we go down to the bottom and I head out into the water a little bit, if we look up there, I sort of want to be able to maybe even go a little further towards the city. I sort of want to be able to see the layers staggered up the side of the hill and even the stuff behind. So I'd like to be able to see the tree line behind, and probably from about that point there-ish, just above the cave entrance, it starts to grade upwards. And then we have the whole hillside sort of covered with wheat and whatnot. Maybe we have a bit of a windmill up there and a couple of different buildings I think would be lovely. So what I'm going to do is, as this sun sets and I head to sleep, is I'm going to pop into another time lapse at the start of the episode, just like last episode where we did this, but this one's going to be a little more significant as actually no, we'll do it in 10 seconds as well. 10-second time lapse, getting rid of some dirt and hillside. And I gotta sleep. Go! It's amazing to me how in 10 seconds I can fit like 3 hours of terraforming in. So as you can see just there, like I was talking about, you sort of have a bit of a gradient of land going up now. And once it looks a little bit too plain at the moment, but once we fill it with some wheat, I feel like it's going to look really nice. So now up here, I have the start of a bit of a path worked out going across this way, past what will potentially be a bit more of a significant animal farm. And then down here, we will have another path decorated similarly to that, coming across onto this landscape here. And I think somewhere around there, I'd like to build a windmill and then have a bit of a path going to it with all of these fields here filled with wheat. So in the process of that, I dug away and then replaced a bunch of materials, but we still managed to get a double chest and nearly a second chest worth of, a second chest worth and then some of dirt. And we also got a double chest of smooth stone, plus at least a full chest worth again. So that's great. That's like 3 shulkers of each type of item if we want to think about it in that way. Super, super helpful. And it's going to be great for when we want to start to fill in areas over there or even more stuff up here. So now I think what I want to quickly do is, one, I want to continue this across. So just giving myself a basic idea of where the path is going to go. I think we're going to end up about there. And we might actually build the windmill in about this spot. The thing is, I've never built a windmill before, so I want to do a little bit of experimentation. And for me, I've been trying to think about it while I was doing this. I think what I want to do is actually build the blades of the windmill themselves. That's so cool that we can see that in the distance is a white dot. I actually lowered the render distance a bit because I like the fog effect, so I wanted to have a little bit of that going. I think we're at 28 now. But yes, I want to grab this and make the blades of the windmill first, and then from there actually go about building the structure behind it, because I honestly think I'm going to have a better time building the structure second. Surely I've got them somewhere. We're just going to make it. We don't. Oh goodness. What was I saying? Oh Lord. I think we're going to have a better time building the structure if I have the blades in place first, rather than trying to build a structure and then fit the blades into that. I think the blades or the arms of the windmill are probably the most important part of the build. The rest of it isn't so necessary. I think I have shears somewhere. I swear I do. Probably over there. Let's go have a look. But yes, I think if I build that, it's going to give me a much better idea of where to go and how I can fit it all in, and then I can freestyle from there. So if I come over here, yes, I knew I had shears. Let's see what else we have. A little bit of dark oak. I'm probably going to come back and grab a little bit more of this later to build out of, because I have random things spread everywhere. For now, though, that's probably all right. I just want to grab a little bit more wool, make sure that we have that in our inventory. I don't know whether 34 will be enough to set up a bit of a blade up on the hill, somewhere around there. And then I want to come down here and double check that first. If that's in the right position, the rest is sort of guaranteed to work. So do I need anything else? Take that maybe. Some spruce. Oh, I can come back for that later. Just got to focus. But I don't know whether you can tell, there's definitely been quite a few layers up there removed. I think I ended up digging down probably about 10 blocks in depth, and I actually had to heal my shovel and my pickaxe twice. So I went through a full Unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe and an Unbreaking 3 diamond shovel 2 full times, and this is what we're at on the 3rd way round. So definitely dug out a fair bit of materials and did a lot of placing as well. In fact, if we head over to our statistics, I should be able to see times used. Yeah. I feel like most of that dirt was probably placed today, and times mined a lot of that as well, because we haven't really done a lot of big mining sessions. So I mean, a lot of that would be just from up there. I didn't really mine out much stone except for this and a little bit around the area down below. So yeah, 15,000-ish, probably up around the 25k blocks for just this little project here, and a 10-second time lapse. The fact that 10 seconds is representative of 3 hours of work. Well, it means that we can get on to the rest of this and I can talk in your ear. Okay, so what we're going to do here is pillar up with a little bit of dirt and find about where we want the center. So probably here. 6, 7, 8. Let's go 10. 10 feels like it should be good. I'm going to take the shield out of my hand in case I want an MLG water bucket. But if we go 10 and then place that as, say, our center, I'm going to... I'm going to, I think, maybe jump over into the replay mod so that you can see from somewhere hovering out in the air over there as I go through this process, but I want to build it block by block so you guys can see and hear me sort of go through that process. So, replay mod has started. Crouch, crouch, crouch to give myself something to sync up to, and you're now over in the sky. So, what I think I want to do is place that on there. So that's sort of our centralized piece. And then think from here, what I want to do is make a couple of pieces of the dark oak wood, but in the variety that has all of the sides. So if I go like that, and then we strip it, I feel like this is a really nice sort of texture to use as the main structure of our arms. And I also want to see whether or not I can get the striations or the lines of the texture facing sort of in the direction that you would believe they are moving. So if I go like this and do that, you can see that they are sticking upwards. Hopefully you can from that distance over there. You can see that they're sticking upwards, and then that way we have a little bit of a better representation of like the movement of the windmill. So I think we'll go for like so, and I'll remove the dirt as we go. It's all a little bit risky up here trying to get the stuff built without much below us that is safety net. So that way now you can see that I've got the lines going sideways in the direction that I'm moving back and forth right now. And I'm going to try and continue that by instead going the block above and placing it in like that. So we strip those, one like that, and like that. Nice. Okay, so now what I need to do is probably see if I can get a little bit of dirt as a scaffolding like this. Beautiful. Because I think I want to set up a slight gap in between. And this is sort of just going off maybe some pictures I've seen in the past of other people's builds. Really haven't ever tried something like this personally. But if we go something like that, and then like that, maybe. We'll have to give it a crack and see. We can actually now do the same thing and try and get those going. So I'm going to have to try and get a bit of dirt down lower. Like so. And probably even lower again. Even lower. Come on now. Work with me here. There we go. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's thundering. 1 second, folks. Okay, we're coming back into frame now. Pick up the dirt that I dropped here, and we might have to pillar back up in just a second, but I can remove this. And we're going to attempt to do much the same thing as what we did above by grabbing ourselves these dark oak fences. And if I remove that, I should be able to go much the same. One there, one there, one there. And then link them up like so. Cool. I need to make the last arm now. So now this one, I want to have the lines going up like on the diagonal side. So I get those like this, and I should be able to push them up into the block. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Let's destroy some of this and see whether we can get that going as well. Actually, for that, I need to go the block there and like so. Nice. Now, I need to get up above it because this one has the items going, or the stuff going down the side here. One, we can actually just do it like this. Perfect. And now, do I have enough? I think I do have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already had enough wool, which is great. I didn't actually have to go get those shears, but it's good to have them on us anyway, just in case. So pillar back up. And now that we're in the center, it should be as simple as grabbing that. And I think that's a windmill blade thing. Twirly whirly. It's a twirly whirly. You guys, I'm glad you enjoy my my silly words. But yes, I think, yeah, maybe it needs not this part. Maybe. Let's jump up to the top and get rid of the other two, and we'll see what it looks like. Whoops, went a little bit high there. Okay. And okay. Now you guys get to see this before I do. But if I pop out this direction a little bit, yeah, I think that's slightly better. I completely forgot to strip these. There we go. But I think that's pretty good. Nice. Very nice. Cool. So we're going to pop back down into my view, my camera angle. And yeah, I like that. I think that looks pretty decent. It's time to go over to the distance over there and see what it looks like from that direction. And if it's good, I'm going to pop into another time lapse and I'm going to really dig in and build. I kind of wanted to use part of the episode to I don't know, go over some basic stuff like that. Housing and whatnot is up to interpretation. People build in different ways. Where's my boat? So you could sort of, it's over there. You can sort of build, I suppose, the house or the structure attached to a windmill almost any way you like and attach it to almost any type of building. But I think going through the process together of actually building the fans themselves and also showing that, you know, I just sort of feel my way through things is a good way to go about giving you an idea of my style and how I will go about building. I'm a very visual person, so I can see in my mind's eye quite easily an idea of what I want, and then it's just a matter of putting the blocks roughly in the place that I think they need to go. So, if we turn around, yes, it sort of blends a little bit, but I think once there's a little bit more light and a building to sort of frame it, we might even remove some of the trees behind so that you can see it a little bit easier. That's going to be perfect height. A good enough height that even down low at the water's edge, you can still see the blades. I love it. We could possibly even, if we really like the design of that, pop a second one down around there-ish, down the line, maybe facing another direction. We'll see. But I really like that for now. That's good. I think it was better to have that corner chopped off. We could even add maybe a stair or something like a dark oak stair to round it off slightly. I'll see what happens when I get to building, but we're going to pop into that time lapse now. I'm going to build up a big farmland, add some wheat fields, and then we'll pop back in and add a few fun little details together towards the end of the episode and see how we go. So I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse, a proper one this time, not just 10 seconds long, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, enjoy. And as the sun sets, welcome back into our really quite nice looking little farm. I really like the way this looks. It's definitely going to be perfect when it's all fully grown and whatnot, but I love this area. We'll have a bit of a look around from down there in a little bit, and I probably need to sleep, but just as the night comes in, I am slowly adding, where is it? Hold on. That one. Yeah. Slowly adding some lights underneath all of that. I need to do something like this. Just finish off a couple little spots. I might do something over the other side as well, like so. This is something a little bit different. This is the carrots and, oh, hello. The carrots and pumpkins. Potatoes. So just so that we have those different varieties and whatnot. I haven't put any beetroots in yet, but for now I like this. What do you have on you, Mr. Invisible Man? Nah. So we should go sleep. This is currently empty, but I do want to add something a bit like a grindstone and finish off that top section. But I kind of was running out of time because, as you'll see just over here, it's currently Christmas Eve. I am trying to finish this episode up before Christmas, and so it is currently about 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve for me. And I really wanted to get this done. I wanted to have something that you guys could watch over your Christmas. Maybe you need to settle down. Maybe you've had a big meal and you just need to calm down and relax a little bit, I suppose. And so I was hoping to get this done for you guys to have that. I have nearly used an entire diamond hoe doing all of this. But yeah, let's have a look-see. So I haven't quite finished the path yet. I do want to add a little bit more coarse dirt and some bits and pieces going through here to try and vary it up a little bit. Also add some lighting underneath. I think I have, oh God, one of them here. Here. Yes. They're spread around a little bit, but I love this. I've always wanted to do a big field like this, and I never got around to it. And I love from this angle that you can't really see the layers in between. It's just an expansive field. So that's really nice. I like that. And I kind of like this up here too. I think it's cute. We might expand on that over time, but for now, I really like it. I think that maybe what I could do just above there is add a secondary building to house a sugarcane farm, and then beside that, somewhere around here, maybe we add a secondary windmill with the blades sitting out that direction, sort of facing out towards the future church. But yeah, I really like this. I'm super proud of it. I think it's a nice thing to add to this area, and we may even expand it down here a little bit as well. We'll see. But I do want to head over there and see what it looks like from the quote-unquote city. I don't have any water in my bucket, so I'm not going to MLG. All right, let's have a quick look. So from down here, yep, you can just see the edge of it. So that's why adding a couple more layers going down the side would be nice. Maybe even some spread out pieces just dotted around on the edge of the hill, as though some of the seed perhaps from the hay or the wheat had spread down. So imagine where the grass is and whatnot, instead having some sparse pieces of wheat. I do like that now that we have the building behind that, it definitely does stand out. It looks nice. It's not exactly what I would consider a standard looking windmill. It's less of a tower and a standalone building and more of a windmill attached to what I hope to add a grindstone to for all of the wheat, as though we're making flour and to make the bread that I'm eating. Because I am eating a lot of bread at the moment, it seems to be my easiest source of food. And oh, yes. Yes. I want to have a look from up on that hill, kind of where you'll be able to see that from as this city expands up onto these hills. So if we pop up here, gain ourselves a little bit of height past this giant cavern. Yes. That's interesting. I never even noticed that. Oh, I love that. Eventually that's just going to be this yellow line, this streak of yellow. I would like to use that little bit there and maybe vary up the shape of it slightly so that it's not just a perfect line, but God, that looks nice. I feel like it blends in well with the trees and the grass that I added around there. I do like how you can see that, and you can imagine maybe a bit of a more warehouse style. Imagine the top of that building, but just cut off so it's a single story. Sitting there and having a sugarcane farm or something in there, and then another windmill just there. More of the tower style windmill. Oh, I love it. Don't you agree? Yes? Ooh, a little bit close for comfort. Anyway, I really like that. I think that looks great. I'm really actually quite happy with it. Cool. Let's head back up there and have a bit of a look. Ooh. While I'm here, before I head back up, I did manage to lock in a Unbreaking 3 book with the second librarian. So now we have Mending and Unbreaking 3, which is nice. And we'll trade up with this guy a little bit more later, see whether we get any other books. But I haven't done too much in here other than some basic trading for the glowstone from this and a little bit of stone to get some emeralds. And now we have the quartz unlocked as well. So that's nice. All right. And I like that this is all starting to get connected now. So I think I'd like to connect a road up the backside of the hill that'll probably go past the future windmill that's going to sit there. And then that way it's connected. You can go up that side. You can come up to the farmhouse and go from there. And then I'm going to add more animal stuff over near the farmhouse itself. So I like to imagine that maybe we get a farmer villager or two up there in the future. And they sort of use that cabin to look after the animals, run the pastures up here and tend to the crops. And I can move out and start to build a bit more of a permanent manor for myself. Something with a little bit more space and a few more storage solutions. But I do love this. Have a look at that. Oh. Actually, hold on, let me do this. I want to put this into cinematic mode because that just feels amazing. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh dear. Marveling at my own builds. But I think I might add some little details once we get to the point where I build this up. So I want to have a connection from where the windmill itself comes in and builds something that looks like a gear or something along those lines and down, so that we can imagine having some wheat made in here, some, what do you call it? Flour. Flour for bread. And I do want to stack up some layers of the wheat blocks, the hay bales around this area too. So a few little things to add, but like I said, it is sort of just about Christmas. I'm going to try and get this finished up and get it out to you guys, but likely it's going to be out just after midnight, which will be Christmas for me. So I do want to say thank you guys so much. This isn't quite the end of the episode, but I do want to say thank you for all the support over this last month, really, and the year itself as well before. I'm really appreciative of all of the support recently and all of the new people coming in. I'm so glad you guys are liking this series, and I'm really going to make this something really special, I promise. And we're almost at 6,000 subscribers. If we continue at the rate that we're going, I'm definitely going to hit 6,000 on Christmas Day. So thank you guys for that gift. That's a bit of a present for me. And yeah, I don't know. I just want you guys to know that I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all of it. It's amazing. Everyone's so sweet in the comments. Anyway, with that, I think what we're going to do is finish up here. There may be a little bit less episodes coming out over the next week or two, just because I do want to take some time to relax a little bit. I've been working really hard trying to get these out every 3 days, and I do want to relax some, take a bit of time to maybe play some Halo Infinite and just hang out with some family and friends. So I'll try and get some out. I'll try and work on it. I'll see if I can avoid working because I'm obsessed with it right now. But we'll get back very shortly and get into more interesting builds. I think I'd like to start with a sugarcane farm soon too as well. And I want to do the wood farm, the tree farm, so many things. But until such time as we do get back with another episode, I hope you guys enjoy your Christmas break, your holidays. I hope you guys take care of yourself over this time and really look out for yourself. Drink water. Don't overindulge. If you can avoid it, just have some fun, take care of yourselves and all that. And then we can go into the new year, hopefully to have a better one than the last few. So with that, I would like to thank my Patreon supporters, especially my level 3 supporters, Ness, Carl, and Master Shifu. Thank you guys. I just renewed the server for the SMP for another 3 months, thanks to you guys helping me, all you Patrons, helping me run that and support me. I really appreciate it, and it's going really well. I'm really having a lot of fun. And with that being said, as the sun sets and we can see our beautiful fields in the background, once again, appreciate you all so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. A like for my Christmas present. No, that sounds terrible. I'm not going to ask for that, but thank you very much for all the support, all the love in the comments, and I hope you have a great end of your year. Take care, everyone. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Whoop!